works out for us, right? I think I am liking shorts. But if we're looking at where we're at right now, you see price came down real far past the New York lunch low and possibly could keep selling off if it wanted to. But I'm thinking that what I would really want to see is maybe us come and retest this New York lunch low, and then we could continue to sell off back into this New York lunch AM low, the low from this morning. But really, if we start just getting too much bullish energy right here, then I'm gonna like cut that idea. Um, but yeah, but right now I think I'm liking shorts to the lunch low. And then even past that, I mean, I really want to see us come trade the opposite side of this new week opening gap. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't know if that's right now or another session. Yeah, so this extension down was pretty aggressive, like this expansion down from this New York lunch low. Um, to be honest with you, I think we're just coming to retest this lunch low. I don't think we're gonna come through and trade any higher, just because we've made some. I mean, we've dug into this 4 hour fair value gap, and I mean, if we want to go higher and like completely disrespect it, then yeah, that's possible. But I mean, yeah, to be honest, the setup does look like it's flipping bullish. So if I do get into something, right, I think I'm gonna want to either, if I go long, I'm gonna want to target the opposite side of this fair value gap, or if I go short, maybe the 50% of this new week opening gap down here, which is pretty much the New York AM low. But it does look, it's looking bullish, guys. And since I'm not in already, I'm not gonna just jump into anything, but we'll see. So I wouldn't mind going short right here, but we need to see a little bit more push down. I don't like that we disrespected this 5 minute right here. This candle closed above it, so this next one could just pull back into it. But maybe we get a rejection from right here, or we just shoot up, test this New York lunch low, and then just start selling off again. And I think it's gonna be kind of quick. So I am like, I mean, when it gets up there, maybe I should just put a limit sell. I want to sell 10, and then we'll just put a stop right above. Yeah, stop by 10. And this is, I mean, I'm kind of just taking a risk right here. Okay, we got tagged in, but we are pushing pretty aggressively up. So I'm gonna put my stop like right above this like 5-minute swing point. Or it's a 1-minute swing point actually. So like I said, I mean, I could be delusional for this. Oh yeah, that's way too crazy. Yeah, maybe that was a bad trade. I don't think I was reading that properly. Yeah, if we start closing above this New York lunch low, probably close it out. Okay, now we're pushing down. Now let's try and get this target on point. I'm kind of curious, but if you look at this hourly, like, yeah, that wasn't a good one to get into right there. It's out there. Yeah, I'm gonna close this one out and wait a little bit more. I don't like how I want to see a little bit more of rejection right here. And just looking at it, we have a fair value gap with the New York lunch high up here. And I kind of want to be a little bit more patient with that. You know, NQ likes to do what it does and spike up. So I'd rather see what's going on. I mean, from where we're at, right, we do look very bullish. Look, you see, we came and swept these lows, this New York lunch low. So, I mean, the right move is probably to the long side. Yeah, and then if we keep pushing up, I would target the opposite end of this fair value gap, 25 to 250. Um, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to just wait this one out. Definitely looks like we could be going to the long side though, going to try and make some new highs for this session at least. All right, so it looks like we tapped on this 15-minute fair value gap up here and started getting some type of rejection. um, we got to see more if we want to go short. But I think right here will let me know what I want to do. So this could just be retesting this fair value gap that we closed above. I'm kind of like heavy short right now, even though the charts are low-key not telling me shorts at all, but I just think I know more sometimes. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's gonna, this push down, tapped into a 1 minute fair value gap and started pushing us up a little bit more. So yeah, this candle's probably gonna take us out, either this one or the next one. Yeah, here it goes. And that would have been a beautiful long if I could have caught that at the down here. Um, Low key like that rejection right there. That's what I got in there. Hey, what's going on, Magic Trader? How you doing? If we can keep the bodies of these candles down here, then I'm holding. that's good. How's YM been moving lately? I know sometimes it's hard to get any type of reaction out of YM, but it's been moving all right lately. All right, so I mean, one thing I'm really like just kind of keeping me on edge about this is the fact that we did this type of pullback. Like this was a serious pullback. But if you look at it, like the first thing I said was because we pushed so far away from the New York lunch low, like this was the range. This was I wanted to see it come retest the New York lunch low, and then I wanted to get short. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now. We'll see. I'm not sure if it'll come all the way back here, but I do like, at least on this 5 minute, we didn't come up and create new highs. The only thing though, we did come up and disrespect all of these fair value gaps on that push down. But as you can see, we're starting to reject pretty decently. So if we could stay down here, keep getting closures on the bottom side of this range, then I think we could keep selling off. And we do have this new week opening gap down here, this gray area. You see we tapped into it this morning, or was that yesterday? Yesterday morning. And then we pushed away from it, started pushing up. We went and took whatever buy side liquidity we had. So now, I mean, how I usually would play this is because we have this whole gap. I would be expecting us to possibly try and come trade to the opposite side of it. It might not be today though, but no, it more than likely won't be today. It's a lot like it's far away from where we're at right now. But I don't know. Maybe we come back and retest the low of this wick because of how aggressive and quick it was. I'm pretty sure there's still got to be some type of liquidity down there. And then if you look on this 5 minute, like the 5 minute candle is starting to engulf previous 5 minute candles, like it's bigger than the previous one. So I think we might be okay. Oh yeah, yeah. And you know, I used to look at YM a little bit, and YM, man, some real good structure, and like it literally tells you what's going on, and you just got to get on the right side. But yeah, I did mess around with YM for a little bit, and you can still make your money in there too. Some people don't know that. My mic might have been muted, but I was saying, yeah, YM, you could definitely make some good money in YM. Is I feel like it's not as volatile and you don't get as much manipulation like NQ. I definitely think ES and YM are like probably some of the two best tickers to trade, like for beginners. Hey, good afternoon, man. Moxie, how's it going? Yeah, it looks like buyers stepping in, trying to push us up. On this 1 minute, we're still looking okay, but it's just a 1 minute, so it's kind of like the last line of defense right here. Okay, so we tested the 50% of that 1 minute and started pushing off from there. Okay. So I mean, so if you kind of look on this 1 minute, it kind of looks like we had like some equal highs and then swept it and came back down. But on this 5 minute, it doesn't quite look the same. Um, it's starting to form for longs. It looks like we're creating higher lows on the 5 minute. Still respecting this fair value gap though, this bearish one. So okay, yeah. After seeing that, we're probably gonna come up and close outside this fair value gap. I did want to see like a wick on this 5 minute, but since we pushed all the way down first before creating a wick on this top end, that's showing me bullish energy. There it goes. Yeah, so lungs. Not liking that it stopped me out like that and didn't even go to create a new high. Okay, there it goes. Wondering if my stop would have been better at the high of this. Nah, looks like I would have just lost more money if we come back up there. I'll put a feeler in there and put my stop where I probably should have put it the first time. We do also have some equal highs right above that. This candle right here will really let me know. Because when we failed to take the previous high and then we came down the sweep sell side without even taking buy side. So I'm wondering if this is like failure up here. Nah, see what's well, let's see. This will be my last attempt at going short. We had this fair value gap down here. We pushed aggressively in it, but after failing to take this high, so I was thinking we're probably gonna start flipping bearish. So that's why I ended up just getting one contract in. But we're starting to treat this 1 minute as support, and it keeps pushing price back up. But yeah, just because we didn't take this previous high out, and we kept getting rejection from there, so I was thinking, okay, maybe we start selling off. But not yet. And again, I could just be on the wrong side right now. They want to go short. That's my problem. So I'm thinking of probably testing longs to go for the New York lunch high. I mean, higher time frame is kind of giving me them vibes like longs. I think I'm gonna still try one, man. Because if you just look at the 15 minutes, just not getting no closure in this gap. Yeah, you see how the wicks keep shooting up into this gap, and then the bodies keep closing down here. So I'm trying to bank on that. But higher time frame is kind of telling us to look long. They're trying to go short again. So another thing, you see this New York lunch low, we're treating it as support, like we're coming back, and we're not getting any body closures below it. So we came up, tested above it, then we traded back below it. Now we're back above it, but this time we can't get any closures below this New York lunch low. So that's what I'm trying to watch and pay attention to see how it's acting here. Like if we keep printing and forming like this, then yeah, I'm convinced that we want to go higher. But this is my last attempt at shorts until we get to like another area of liquidity that's probably higher up. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Candles keep coming right back up there. Yeah, but y'all see what I'm saying though. This New York lunch is definitely creating support. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is coming to stop me out. So with the way everything's looking, we can't get back below the New York lunch low. We swept it, came back up, started treating it as resistance. I mean, as support. And as you can see, we're coming right back up again. But like I did say, the higher time frame is screaming bullish. And now we're getting that here too now on the lower time frames. Pretty sure this is just a retest of this 50% because we've already come up above it a couple times. So yeah, that wick came back, retested 50%, started pushing back up. Now we're gonna probably create a new high, either this candle or the next one. Now, if we can get a rejection from here back into the range, then yeah, I think we still looking good. But you see, we've been doing that all day. We'll come up here, reject back into the range, up a little bit higher, reject back. and this is the third time, so I think it's gonna close this gap this time. I think this is a 15-minute gap. Yeah, this 15-minute gap right here. It's creeping up on us now. It's about to take us out. This next candle probably. But yeah, we're trending up for sure. All right, here we go. It's gonna stop us out. Um, I mean, I like the longs from here. If we really come through and just disrespect this 15-minute fair value gap, I'm liking the longs. Two things could happen from here though. Sweep up here and then, I mean, rip down. But like I said, higher time frame is showing us bullish energy. So I'm low key on the wrong side of this trade. We tried it. So it seems like I said, we could possibly be reaching for this New York lunch high. It's just crazy because normally when we extend this far from either side. We usually just come back to retest and then. But that's why it's always good to make sure I'm paying attention to the higher time frame. I want to see what's going on higher time frames too. But NQ does like to like poke outside of the fair value gaps like this and then sell off. I think I'm cool on trying to find shorts again. Just do one though. So we do have this inverted fair value gap right here, but we also had a lower one too that we kind of came back and disrespected. This is a what, fair value gap to the downside. Stop that a little bit. So I'm gonna keep trailing my stock down just because this thing keeps shooting back up, but really trying to see a sell off. And on this 15-minute, we came extended out and then we came right back into the range. I mean, that looks like a decent wick there. But yeah, every time this happens, you see how we create these bodies kind of have like equal lows, wick down, come back up. That's bullish. It's not bearish to me. But just looking at the overall picture, that's why I am going short. But we're gonna have to see. Still showing bullish energy right now. We have this 5-minute fair value gap below here too. I keep getting chopped up, man. Move my stop up, but this is gonna be my last trade. I'm locking out after this one. So we're creeping up to fill this 1 minute. If we get body closures outside of it, I'm just gonna close this one out. Yeah, we'll close that out. Getting ate up, man. But yeah, no more shorts for me, guys. Yeah, I'm just sitting back watching what's going on, guys. I'm thinking we want to go take this New York lunch high. And I mean, depending on how some people map out this New York lunch low, the low could technically be all the way down here because some people put it at 1:30, some people put it at 1 o'clock. So I have mine at 1. So that's what the line is here. But if I did 1:30, it'll be all the way down here. But I feel like it works a little bit better once we do it based off the one. It looks like we're getting some type of rejection, but I'm kind of at the point where I don't know if I should trust it or not. So as soon as I hopped in, I don't like how this 1 minute candle started. You see how we have this gap right here and we push down through the fair value gap. A lot of times when I see this, just feel like we're gonna reject and then just leave a wick at the bottom and close this gap. I mean, I do like the way the 5 minute candle is looking, right? But we need to make sure we don't come back and do any crazy things. So I'm gonna just move my stop to break even just because I feel like it's just gonna like rip back up or something. Because we do have this 5 minute fair value gap down here that is like reaching for. And you see it's kind of just been going there nonstop. But I do like how much displacement these candles have, especially on the 5 minute. But if they can close and stay like this, then I'll be happy with chilling here. But again, we've traded into the range. Seems like we're trying to go for that New York lunch high. So I think that's what we should. Should just be like a small little counter trend trade or something. Yeah, you see we're getting close to this fair value gap, and when we get close to it, it automatically starts shooting up and start stepping in, even though we didn't even tap into anything yet. We're probably just gonna be leaving liquidity down there, these equal lows right above that fair value gap. Come back to it later, if anything, if we don't get it right now. So yeah, let's see how this 5 minute can close. Hey, what's going on, Empires? How you doing? Yeah, I try to get live every day. Some days, some mornings, well, most mornings I'm not live, but PM I try to make sure I'm live for sure. So after like 1:30 Eastern Standard, I'll be hopping on. I need to work on my AM schedules again. I'm working on it though. But I feel like I get more people in the PM. But I just got to get my sleep schedule right. Cause that's like 6 a.m. for me. Yeah, man, gap to gap. Like it's a form of liquidity. You know what I mean? So it's like you still can pay attention to the gaps and see and use it as liquidity too. You're paying attention to how it's moving within them, everything. But yeah, man, that's dope. I appreciate you, supporting. I'm glad you found the channel, but we can always bounce ideas and just try and learn from everybody. All right, so this 1 minute up opened up bullish immediately. So one reason I don't like that just because we could just shoot down and then body come back up into this range. Still gonna keep my stop right there. Now I just need this. I want to see this 1 minute stay outside of this fair value gap. I don't want the body to come all the way up like what it's doing right now. I don't want to see it close like this. If it closes at the 50% or a little bit below the 50%, I'd be cool with that. But something like this, I don't really want to see something like this. that kind of just makes me feel like we cleared out that fair value gap and just want to start pushing higher. But still, that was a 5 minute fair value gap. So I'm trying to give the 5 minutes some time to close and see what that wants to do and not get too hung up on the 1 minute. Yeah. So see something like that. That's what I wouldn't want to see. This looks like it's probably going to flip back around and try and go take the highs, or we do have a fair value. No, we don't have a fair value gap actually up here. So yeah, this could be very well just flipping around on this. Yeah. But yeah, y'all see what I was talking about. Come down in here and then the bodies start coming back up in this range. I do like that the bodies closed a little bit lower than fully coming back up, but as you can see, it's still acting the same. Yeah. Yeah, so it created this small little fair value gap. That's why I moved my stop. And then we also had that visible imbalance on the 1 minute. Um, I mean, price went through it, but it keeps coming back up and testing it out. I definitely would have wanted to see a stronger rejection from there, but it doesn't seem like we're about to get that. Yeah, that thing's out of there. So next target after that 5 minute, right? So we hit that 5 minute. The target is probably this New York lunch high right here. So it's, so it's two different ways. So if it's as soon as it happens, so there's put it like this. Sometimes I'm a little impatient. And if I do that, like if I see it get swept and I want to get in right away, I just go in with a smaller contract size. But if I wait and get better confirmation, then I can put more on it. But I mean, it's just kind of how you want to work with it. So like in that scenario where I just put one on, then I'll try and like scale up each time we kind of come to a different area where we either create a fair value gap or tap into some type of area of liquidity. I'll add to it as long as it's continuing to go into the trend. But I mean, if you want like the highest probability, is just to wait, like wait for the sweep and then wait for the structure to happen afterwards, and then wait for some type of pullback and then get in. And then with NQ too, like it's always better to wait because it'll do that, start shooting up, and then kind of come back for a double sweep, and you get caught up in that, and then you're thinking it's going the other way. You might try and flip and go the other way, and then that was just a sweep to continue in the trend. So I mean, it depends on how you're looking at the confirmation. So for me down there, that's why I kept saying I didn't want to see the bodies come back and close up here. That's letting me know that the sweep is going to the other side. Like if we would have came down here and the bodies closed down here and we didn't leave these wicks, that's one confirmation you could look at. Then the other thing you could look at is the fact that we created these two um, bullish candles before pushing down, right? So that is an entry in itself. Also, once price started trading back above it and showing that it was willing to go higher than the previous high that was set in place on a lower time frame. And again, I'm showing you this on the 1 minute, but the 1 minute is very tricky. So it's just like you have to look at everything as a whole. But that's just one thing that I look at. We swept, and then we technically had a market structure shift. Like even though this is the 1 minute, this is still, because this was the previous high technically. Or even if you wanted to count this, if you wanted to wait for this wick or this red candle to be considered the previous high, because if you look, we came down, created a low, then came back up, created a high, then we created a low, and then once price came back up and took this out, that high, that could have been your entry, because you see this candle right here traded down a little bit or opened up down here, and then that could have been your entry for your long. And then the other confirmation is once we inverted this fair value gap with this visible imbalance, you see price came back and retested that fair value gap in the trend. So just a couple different ways to look at it. Like there's just not one solid way to see a confirmation. You just kind of have to look at how the candles are printing, and just based off of your knowledge on what you know on the way the candles print, and then you just have to take what you feel is the right one. And you just always got to be okay with being wrong, man, because it's gonna happen. And then even outside of that, on the hour time frame, I've been saying this all day, but I keep fighting myself trying to go short. But I mean, look at this wick. You know what I mean? Either this was sweeping and just trying to go higher, or this was just a sweep to get liquidity and then make people think we're going long again, and then we shoot back down. So there's always two different ways to look at things. Yeah, and I mean that happens on pretty much every time frame. Like you could even see stuff like that happen on the 5 minute. See, you can even see how that the candle thing worked on the higher time frame too. Because if you look in the top left chart, this is my 1 hour chart. Oh man, I like that rejection right there. But I think I'm good for the rest of the day. We're getting too close to the close. But this right here, this green candle right here was the last green candle before pushing price lower, and then we came back up. And let me do it on the. But you see, that wick came right back to it. Even if you wanted to use like these multiple, like the whole series of that move, because there was a green candle right here too, and then pushed down. You see how that wick came down, tapped it, and then went crazy. So those are entries, also confirmations. Like those are the type of things you want to see hold up in your direction. Actually, I do have a Discord, but there's no one in there. But I actually want to. I'm about to start promoting. Let me see if I could get the link real quick, and I'll post it in here, and we can start doing that. So, because I do think that'll be a little bit better to keep in touch with everybody too. But yeah, give me 1 second. Let me find that link. And some things might be like I just went through and changed a whole bunch of stuff, so some stuff might not make sense, but it's a work in progress. Oh no, you're good. I was just saying that I have a Discord. Nothing much is going on in there right now. There's only like a handful of people in there. Um, and we haven't even really started chatting like that. In some of the rooms, I moved around. I deleted some and like created new ones. But if there's anything that just kind of looks out of whack, that's the only reason why I'm just now getting it started and building it up. I'm actually gonna start keeping the link um, in my chat. I should have been doing that, but I want to start building it up, and we could just start bouncing ideas in there. The profit district, like I do, you will see like a VIP section. Like I said, I'm just getting started with it, so maybe down the future, but right now everything's free, so y'all don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I just pinned the link to the Discord at the top, so go ahead and y'all can click that, join, and we can start getting active in there. All right, cool. Hey man, I appreciate it. Okay, cool. Let me. Yeah, and I'm still learning Discord too, so you can. If I gotta look something up, it's probably gonna take me a second. I'm still new to Discord for real. All right, let's see. Yeah, man, no problem, no problem. I'm just trying to see if okay, there we go. Show member list. All right, yeah, I got you. I see you right there. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a friend request too. If anybody does join that, you know, I'll send y'all a friend request too, because I know a lot of people be scamming out here. So I'll say I'll send you a friend request. Or maybe I shouldn't even get that going. Samson, I sent you a friend request, but I don't think I'm gonna do the friend request thing because you know there's a bunch of scammers on Discord. So I would just rather us like you'll know if I follow you or something. You know what I mean? But don't send no money to anybody. Don't do anything through there. If somebody sends you messages, etc., like, and it's coming from me or anybody else, honestly, just make sure y'all are, you know, real doing your due diligence with that stuff because they've been getting folks on Discord. I'm gonna try another short. Double tapping into this fair value gap and the rejections we're getting from it. I like them, but we keep coming right back up. And then we failed to take this previous high, short term high that was over here. But this is for my last trade. At this point, I'm playing around. So this will be my last trade. I'm on the West Coast, so yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm kind of close to Portland, Oregon. Okay, okay. Man, I love Nevada. Trying to get my girl to move out there, but the lifestyle out there is too crazy. Yeah, Nevada has a pretty good like tax setup, don't they? Okay. Yeah, it's a little different out here, you know, but we rocking with it. Okay, bet that's dope. Oh yeah, I bet tattooing is like dope. Like it has good business out there in Vegas and Reno. Oh wow, I looked away and that thing shot down. But again, we're right back in the range, man. So this is bullish, guys. This is bullish. You see it act like this, like quick sell-offs and then right back into ranges. this, specifically because of the tax reasons though. Like I really like how they got that set up over there. Or Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, they live in life over there right now. Yeah, nothing too convincing is happening right now with this. So we're trading back into this fair value gap on this 5 minute. I'm just liking the idea that one, we didn't take the previous 5 minute swing high, and then the bodies of those candles that failed that swing high didn't even close anywhere near the bodies of the previous one. Yeah, so I would watch how this candle or the next one prints again. Like, so looking right here, I don't want to see bodies come back up here, but if we can keep this, if the body of this candle that pushes down stays somewhat down there, see, kind of like this. I like more extension away. All right, so we're about to tap into this. I think this was an inverted from earlier. I think it was on the 5 minute, and we're doing this kind of early in this 5 minute candle. So if we get aggressive rejection, probably be smart just to close it out. But if we can keep pushing down, I think we'll be good. We don't want to see bodies come back up to this area right here. So I'll even just put my stop right there. But how far this is going down, I have no idea. And the fact that it's moving down this fast. But this time I think it's made up his mind though. Because I like the way it's pushing right now. So if this candle comes and like sweeps this low, I want to make sure bodies stay down there. I don't want to see it take this previous candle low and then bodies start, and then the candle start getting bullish again. See, kind of like that. But we still have 20 seconds, so I want to see what's really happening. Okay, I want to see body close like this. I want to see bodies come back up to this gap. Maybe coming back to retest this low. That's the craziest 5 minute candle right there. So there are these like equal lows right here. So yeah, I'm gonna close that out. I mean, it could keep going, but I mean, I've already been fighting with this short all day. And as you can see, tapped the New York lunch low, body came back up. Now if this like turns bullish and we start getting like body closures up here, then that it definitely could flip around, but or we could keep selling off even more. Because you see, we have all of these fair value gaps, untouched fair value gaps right below here. So it's probably something. Let's see what the hourly, that's just a wick. Yeah, so we have this fair value gap right here, 50 cent, 50 cent. 50% could be the target of this gap. So whenever this happens, right? So if we look at the 1 hour, there's really no gap over here. So we drop down to lower time frames to see the gaps. And then since there's like multiple gaps, one thing that I've been doing is like whenever I create this gap, if there's multiple fair value gaps, as you can see, because there's one and then there's two fair value gaps, I'll go from the start of the first one to the close of the second fair value gap and then do 50% of that entire gap. Because the way that works too is like, so you see this 15 minute, typically whenever you see fair value gaps like this, if you go up, if there's multiple, like, so there were two here. So if there was three here, there would be one big one on the hourly. And that one big one would technically be this same fair value gap, if that makes sense. So that's how you can kind of see what higher time frame fair value gaps are too, if there's just multiple fair value gaps. And then you go to a higher time frame that usually should be about the same. Yeah, that's all it's been doing. And I mean, you know, we're in uncharted territory, you know, all-time highs. I mean, we've been up here previously, of course, because you know we've sold off already, but you know, the amount of times that we've traded in this price range is low-key like little compared to all the other price ranges we traded into. Yeah, see, look, we're still melting. But this is what made me get out. You see these 5-minute equal lows over here. We could very well just see some type of aggressive push, because when we are coming to the close of this 5 minutes, so the 5-minute open could be, I mean, crazy aggressive shoot down and then retrace this whole move. Not saying that's gonna happen, but those are the type of things I'm always worrying about. That's why I close my trades out sometimes too. But this would have been a nice little short, the short we were low-key waiting for all day. But yeah, see, we took those equal lows over here. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen right now. It would have to be a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, see, we took these equal lows and then bodies came back up, closed back up above it. So that's how far I wanted to reach for this moment. It could be reaching, so technically we took some type of sell side liquidity. So it's looking for buy side. And since we're bearish, the buy side liquidity is going to be either like internal range liquidity, like fair value gaps, old highs, like the lower highs for this trend, or short-term highs, etc. But this will be a good indication. You watch how price wants to trade at these equal lows, and it'll let you know. But the fact that this 1 minute candle pretty much engulfed this previous one, you know what I mean? You gotta really pay close attention and kind of question the shorts. But yeah, y'all, that's it for me. I appreciate everybody stopping in. I posted the Discord link up there at the top for anybody who's interested in joining. Like I was mentioning before, it's free right now. I'm not doing any type of thing. You will see a VIP section, but that's maybe down the road. But I'm just trying to build the room up right now. Yeah, just go ahead, follow your boy, and we'll catch back up tomorrow, man. We'll see what we can get tomorrow. And yeah, if we get enough people in there, I'll start dropping like analysis in there too, like my top down before I even get on the charts too, to get so you guys can kind of take a look at what I'm seeing and why I'm saying, and kind of help you get a better inside look of what I'm thinking when I'm trading. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody stopping in, man. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and yeah, we'll get back to it tomorrow. Good luck to everybody if y'all still trading. Peace.